Hello everyone and welcome back to our Football Manager 2017 European Journeyman series with Napoli. Now we are still at Napoli as the league season is about to kick off. After missing out on jobs with Juventus and Bayer Leverkusen, we are with Napoli and I'm going to stick with them to the end of this season. Our first season as league champions and back in the Champions League. So a lot to look forward to, and after the transfers of last episode, I think we really are in quite a good position to do well this season. The players like Santa Maria, Guinuni and Kubas all coming in are going to do a great job. Obviously Bruma scored on his debut as well, and we've got Castellano in from AS Monaco. 3 players coming in from our former teams, 3 players that we signed for our former teams. So a lot of familiar faces, but we know the quality they will bring to the team. Last episode we did win the Supercoppa TIM Cup final. A very good performance, 3-1, considering we were playing without a striker is remarkably good, and we need to do the same again at home, kicking off Serie A, because we are still without our big players due to the Olympics. They get back tomorrow, which is quite frustrating. And it means that we're without Diabate, Perez, and Santa Maria is injured for another couple of weeks. So we're still without our big players and certainly our players who can play up front. I am looking into whether we can bring in another striker because we're a bit short. Husai also picking up an injury. He'll be out for a week. But Curo is out for up to 3 months, which is a real blow. And Castellano is going to have to pick up the slack there, doing the job that Curo has done so well for us up to this point. And we are going to be playing with Castellano as the shadow striker because we don't have anybody who can play as an out-and-out striker, with Asensio and Bruma in the inside forward positions. Then it's Romero, Diawara and Kubas in midfield. Traore, Koundé, Mancini and Koulibaly are the back four. Murray in goal. Makeshift does not do this team justice. I am not expecting us to win like we did last time. I think it's going to be even harder without Husai and Curo in the team. But hopefully we can put in a good performance. I would take a draw given the shape of the team at the moment, and then we get a week left of the transfer window to try and fix our striker situation. Bruma gets the ball over to Diawara. He sets up Castellano. Ball out wide to Koulibaly. Over the top for Asensio. He heads it in and Romero has put it over the top. That was a golden opportunity for us. Rafinha sending the ball in from the free kick. Romagnoli at the back post has been allowed to score a goal from the tightest possible angle. There are question marks about Koundé, who fell to the floor, and over Murray, who allowed that to go in from such a tight angle. That was really, really poor and not a good goal whatsoever. We have got another highlight here. Mario sends it back to Romagnoli. Jorginho to Willems. Now Origi, who could cause us problems at the back. Rafinha in behind. Hafner's in again. And fortunately for us, he puts it wide. But we are really being cut open by Milan. Willems with a free kick. In towards Romagnoli. Murray does stop that one. He then forces it out to Mancini. Ball switched to Traore. Forward to Bruma. Inside to Castellano. Bruma's making another run, but the ball's cut out by the defender. Romero looks for Asensio and does find him. Ball over the top, finds Castellano. He's in on goal, and Castellano gets our equaliser. He scored in both of our first 2 games for us, and he's put us level on the night with AC Milan. Murray sends the ball out to Mancini. Koulibaly looking for Asensio. The header in, cut out by Romagnoli. Jorginho loses out to Asensio, and Bruma with a lot of space has got players arriving at the back post. He puts it in, and Castellano has turned this game on its head. It's now 2-1 that we lead Milan. Bruma with the corner, looking for Kubas. Ball cleared away. Now Origi can counter-attack against us. Our defence isn't quite there, but Romero does a brilliant job. Now Kubas back to Mancini. Ball over the top, cut out by Romagnoli, who's had a very good game today. DeFranco looking to be played in, but Kubas gets across. Murray down the field. Bruma can't win the header. Mario gets there first. Now Jorginho onto Origi. Ball in behind, and Sabara has hit the post. Koundé clears it. We escape again. There are just under 10 minutes left as Koulibaly sends the ball in from a throw. He then puts it to the edge of the area for Diawara. Felipe shot block. Castellano's in there though, and Castellano has picked out the top corner for his hat-trick on his league debut for us, and he's completely saved us. 1-0 down at half-time. He's scored a second-half hat-trick as a shadow striker without a real striker ahead of him. And he's absolutely saved us 3 points here. DeFranco, though, make sure this game isn't over yet. Just volleying that one into the bottom corner. We've got 3 minutes left to see out in what has been a very dramatic opening game to the season. But it means we'll have beaten second-place Milan from last season twice in our opening 2 competitive fixtures this year. Just 15 seconds away from securing a brilliant result to start the season. And Castellano might be in again. Romagnoli with another big tackle, but the full-time whistle is surely going to go. There it is, a 3-2 win over AC Milan, a really dramatic one at that, a brilliant comeback, and it means that we sit in second place after the first match of the season. Well, the Champions League draw has been made, and you might actually notice on the top right something that I didn't point out at the end of last season, and that is that Benfica have won their second Champions League title since I left the club, which is just phenomenal. It shows how good a job we did of building up that team, and it's still largely made up of players that we brought in. Certainly their highest value players. Zé Gomez is still there. Silvinho Jorge is not a player I brought in, I don't think. I'm just going to have a quick look at him. He has been there the whole time, actually, so he must be a player that was there while we were there. Cabrera, the centre-back, Richardly Bazua, still there. Marucci, Doumbia, Zivkovic still there, Grimaldo still there as well, Mamana still there. The valuation of this team is out of this world. That is such a good team that they've got together, and they could be dominating European football for some time to come. Now, in the group stage draw as champions, we were given the highest seeding. You'll see Benfica actually pulled out Juventus and Dortmund, so that's going to be tough for them. Monaco getting Atletico de Madrid and Roma. United given an easy group. Barcelona and City pulled out together. Bayern getting Sporting and Marseille, which is quite easy. Then it's PSG, Porto, Milan, which will be quite tough with Olympiacos in there as well. Arsenal are in with us, Valencia and Celtic. So we are going to be taking on one of our former teams in Valencia in the Champions League over 2 legs. I would expect us to beat them in both legs, to be honest. Arsenal could be a more difficult opponent, but there's no reason why we can't win that group, and certainly no reason why we can't qualify from it. Well, we are now going to take on Chievo away from home, and I'm afraid that this is also going to be the last match of this episode because it is currently about 2 in the morning for me, and I've been travelling all day today since 5 o'clock this morning. I want to make sure I get this video up for 7 AM. Obviously, I still need to edit and upload it, so it'll be going up about an hour after I'm finished doing all of that. So apologies about that, but to make up for it, I will be doing another part to the Belgian TV money experiment, which will go up in the afternoon, so hopefully that will make up for this slightly shorter video. I hope you guys can understand I do have a full-time job where I work over 50 hours a week as well as doing all of these videos. So it's quite a lot going on, and it means sometimes that things do fall through the gaps a little bit. But hopefully this is another good game for us, and we do get another victory under our belt. We do get to play with a striker for the first time this season, which will be quite nice for us to see. Diabate playing up front in that complete forward role. Bruma is still going to stay on the left because he's been brilliant in the games he's played so far, and Asensio is going to be on the right. Castellano drops into the advanced playmaker role. I doubt he'll get a hat-trick from there. Diawara and Kubas, the other two in midfield. Then it's Traore joined by Grununi, who is making his debut. Koulibaly alongside him with Husai on the right-back position, back from injury. Murray in goal. Santa Maria is on the bench, but not fit enough to play, but we do have a full complement back on the subs bench for the first time as well. So we are starting to come together a bit more as a team, but hopefully that means that we're in a stronger position to get 3 points on the board. Asensio with the free kick, and he's found the back of the net. There's the lead just 9 minutes in. An excellent free kick from some distance, and Asensio has his first goal of the league campaign. Corner taken by Bruma, cleared out by the defender. Castellano back to Bruma. He puts it in low, and even though we had no strikers anywhere near that, Sepe has diverted it into his own net, and we're gifted a 2-0 lead. Asensio's free kick into the middle, and it's hit the woodwork, so close to a third. Vignato puts the free kick in, it's cleared out by Diabate. Diawara with a good tackle. Sends it down the line, Bruma has it and is running at the defence. He cuts inside and switches flank to Asensio, who touches it past the defender. Inside to Castellano, now Diabate to Bruma. Cutting inside, the ball deflects to Asensio, keeping it alive, back to Husai. Ball swung to the back post and Bruma is there to drill it into the back of the net for 3-0. Asensio sends a corner towards Bertoli, who has found Pacheco in the middle. It's now 4-0, and I was about to say that we're already down to 10 men because Bruma picked up a gash leg after I made 3 substitutions. But Pacheco's managed to get his first goal of the season to make it 4-0. I think we're probably going to shut Chievo out as well, despite them getting 8 shots off in the second half. It's been another brilliant performance from a team that is not yet at its full complement. We still don't have Santa Maria in the team, but when we do, I think on the evidence these opening 3 games, we are going to be a force to be reckoned with in Italian football. I think we will almost certainly win the league again this year, depending on how strong Juventus are and how they do. But I think that even with a strong Juventus, we are the stronger team, and it'll be interesting to see how we do in the Champions League as well in the next episode when we do kick off that campaign. But the referee is about to blow his whistle on an excellent 4-0 win for us. A ball played in behind. Murray catches it. That's the full-time whistle. A 4-0 demolition of our opponents means that we have now 6 points from 6 at the start of the league season. We're just behind Fiorentina, but Milan and Juventus both drew. So Milan already 5 points off us. Juventus dropped 2 points off us. And Napoli and Inter Milan, the 2 teams keeping up with us at the moment. Fiorentina and Inter Milan, the 2 teams keeping up with us at the moment. But overall, we're looking pretty good with the transfer window just about to close. Now, next episode, we will be getting off that Champions League group against Celtic at home. We've also got games against Crotone, Ternana, Calcio, and Sampdoria as well. 3 home games in there, so it should be a nice little run of form. And I think we can probably build up a bit of a lead at the start of this league season, looking ahead to sort of the period where we take on Fiorentina, Palermo and Roma and Inter Milan. Those are going to be the 4 big games that will decide if we build up a lead at the top, but I think we should be winning every match before that, especially with the team we've put together. But that is going to be it for this episode. Once again, apologies for the shortened episode, but do drop a like on the video if you do still prefer daily content, even if it means every so often they're a bit shorter. And also make sure to subscribe if you want to see the latest update to the Belgian TV money experiment, which will be dropping in a few hours. But until next time, see ya!